Thine has done it. Good morning, RPG! Welcome to Brothers Forge Gaming. I am EZ, and we are back on the journey. Back in the saddle again. Playing some Dungeon Magic on the NES. Awesome little... It's a little different than I actually thought. I was thinking a little bit more dungeon crawl, but it's kind of like action... First person action RPG. Don't have this one in box, but we got all the inserts, so these have actually been super helpful. I've been using it quite a bit. But yeah, dude, it's awesome to hear, dude. It's great to see you, man. Glad you could be here this morning. No, I don't think that I've played Legend of Legaia, but I've missed a lot of that series. And so it's just really, it's really cool to just, I don't know, hear people play that. I'll have to definitely check it out. Yeah, because they're so interesting. There's so many things out there. We had this conversation the other day about RPGs in general, and I was playing something else, or maybe it was this, I'm not sure. And, you know, people like bring up this and this and this, and it's like, well, I missed a lot of those games. There's a lot of RPGs out there, and especially as like a kid, you can only play so many. It takes a while, and you the availability, and you don't know what you're getting into. So, I mean, you could spend months and months playing like one RPG, and there's so many on certain systems that, you know, it's almost hard to play them all. So I'm constantly going back and find like, oh wow, you know, some of them are kind of like rare, harder to get now, but it's, you know, you go back and you're like, oh wow, you know, I never played this. This was awesome, or, you know, I never even heard of this game, and it was, you know, something right up my alley. And that's kind of been the feature. Last year we played a good mix of some games that we really wanted to get into. You know, it's like Shining Force 2, of course, that's like one of my favorite games of all time, Uncharted Waters, and things like that. But then what was cool is we went and played some other games like Draken, which I had played as a kid, but it was brutal to like get going in it, so it's like I never got very far. So playing all the way through that was awesome. Kingdom Hearts, never played the series before, awesome. First play of that in December. Parasite Eve, never played the series before, you know, so it's really cool to dive in and touch on some of those. And that's, you know, it's like I started off with Heidelid this year, and, you know, it's a quick hitter on the NES, but I had played it before and was just like, this game is and it still was kind of like that, but it was fun. Once you get into it, you start playing it for what it's worth, you can see past the 8-bit cheesiness and be like, oh, okay, you know, I understand what's going on. And that's what this game, Dungeon Magic, has also been like. Last night, yesterday sometime, I had played another first play. So the funny story on this, and this won't be during the RPG series, so look for it as like more of an afternoon stream, but I really want to play through it. And I played Golden Axe Warrior for the first time on the Sega Master System. This game is incredible. I honestly, I had it in my... I got a bunch of games, so quick story before we get started here. So a few years, about 3 years ago maybe, I came into, you know, had some money to spend and stuff like that, and I wanted to get some big titles. I ended up getting Popful Mail, which is another game that I also haven't spent very much time with, for the Sega CD. I got Albert Odyssey, which I did, I think, play through. And I'm sure a handful of other games, some NES games and stuff, but I ended up getting this. And then I just I got this, Psycho Fox, and a couple other things, and then I just put it aside. I'm like, I'm going to do a crazy cool video, and that's when I'll play the game and stuff, and I never got around to it. So then, as years went by, in my head, I have played Axe Battler on the Game Gear, which is also like a Golden Axe lore. It's like a Dragon Warrior style RPG, but the random encounter parts are like Golden Axe Arcade. So it was definitely like unique, and I was kind of thinking that was this game, and I'm like, well, it's not really that good. It's really hard and all this stuff. And then I like read the back of this, and I was like, this is like a Zelda clone. I don't think I've ever played this. So I popped it in yesterday, and we had a fantastic, I mean, it couldn't be more of a Zelda clone, but it has that Golden Axe lore. It has some better qualities, great music. Of course, there's some like original Zelda stuff that you're like, oh, you can't top that, but great play if you're looking for something like that. So, was it over? Golden Axe Warrior was not over. I only played about 33%. If that is what you were talking about, but yeah, Good Morning Jolly as well. It's on the PS1. It's super awesome combat system, kind of like Xeno's. Okay, cool. That would be. I have some definite PS1 stuff I wanted to get into this year, so. Of a game I played as a kid, but like you didn't. Yeah, exactly. Golden Axe Warrior, I think you would really enjoy, man. Golden Axe Warrior it's really cool. I mean, it's almost directly. Even the control feels like when you're kind of evading attacks and stuff like that, it's like very similar to original Zelda, just a little bit souped up. You know, you don't shoot your sword, but you do get an array of weapons. You get a battle axe, which you can chop trees down, which is almost the same as using bombs or like the lamp to burn the bushes and stuff, or the candle or whatever it is. But you can just do it as many times, and that you find the same basically secrets. You uncover a secret, go in, it takes money or gives you money, or you can find the random cart containers around the world. You use magic, which is basically like shooting arrows, and then you go into 9 labyrinths, which are pretty. You go like across the little bridge and into a thing that looks, I mean, exactly like the temples on Zelda, and then go through and fight the same thing. It's like skeletons, and you beat all the guys in a room and get a key, unlock the doors, and there's one item somewhere hidden, and then you unlock the door to go fight a boss, and then the boss gives you one of the 9 crystals and a heart container and stuff. So it's like just very similar, but I think I compared it to Mr. C. I said it's exactly the same but completely different. So it's just a really awesome play. And yeah, and like I said, if Jolly, if you were asking about Golden Axe Warrior, we beat 2 temples and then grinded out getting the Knight Shield. So I believe, we're somewhere around probably 30% of the game. I am going to come back and continue playing that one as well. This one, if it all, well, it looks like it did. So this one has a cool save element. I was thinking, because it's first person, I was thinking a little bit more dungeon crawl with this one, and it really does have a little bit of your Might and Magic D&D feel. You have your little character, you get very repetitive gear, and switch it on, and you can see it on your guy. You have you can camp and consume food and water. You have like a weight. How did you sleep? Would you like to hand your adventure guess? Good luck. And then it does have like I gotta try to remember out how to play it. So you press start, and it brings you to your command menu, which I've definitely got to remember because there's some stuff that's tricky. If you're accidentally like sitting on your tent and you go to attack, you'll just like spam use all of that stuff. So it will let you do things like that. I have some items and stuff. The one thing I haven't really figured out much is magic. So you have to like go into magic and select the different elements. What was the one? I think it's 2-1. They give you a couple of the magic spells in the book. And then when you're in the open world... Oh, I can't use spells inside. But anyways, when you're out in the world, if you cast the spell, it will... You trade life, and it does whatever the spell is. We're going to try to figure out some of the other spells. I think I might have learned how to do some of the... some of the damage spells, because a lot of the water, I have water magic, and a lot of it is based on, like shields and opening doors and stuff like that. This is the town of Duras. Get out of my way. These people do get in your way unless you talk to them, and they just say the repetitive same stuff, so. Get me out of here. Okay, so here's our first door. All right. So this was comparative, and I think it might have even been Jolly who brought it up last time. Is it really does remind you of an early, like, Skyrim, Morrowind, Elder Scrolls style game where, it's first person, but it's kind of like action. You'll see out here there's these cobras, and you run up and you just spam the attack button. You don't actually see it happening, but the mapping in it is pretty tough. I would say that. It tells you constantly to use graph paper and all this other stuff, so there's that. We do have this nice, cool, colored map, which does seem to have the entire land on it, so... This has been very useful, and yes, last time we were going to play a little tiny bit further, and it ended up crashing for some reason. When you save the game, I don't know if I'm using like an RCA capture card, and it actually grazed the screen, which some reason messed with like the input, and it crashed one of the times. So anyways, we're back to where we were. If we head north of here, there's a little temple. And we're going to get into that and see what we can do. We're also going to, like I said, try out some of these magic spells. I see Daggerfall Unity. I did not see that. God, it sounds familiar, though. Maybe Mr. C was talking about that. Because for some reason now it sounds familiar, but a lot of stuff sounds familiar, I guess. All right, let's try to get back into this. It is always tough. I mean, it's only been like one day. I took one day off, but I played so I played this game, and then I played Gun on the GameCube and played through that. Then I played Golden Axe Warrior the next day, and it's like you instantly just forget. You're like brain fart, and you just can't remember. Oh my God. Alright, got the gold. So let's... These bees need to stop. Why did it have to be bees? Alright, so this should be a magical protection spell. And then I wanted to load up... I believe I learned... I think just the single bar is a low-end... It is. So that's a low-end attack spell, but they do take a little bit of health from you. So you want to be careful when using that. In fact, I'm a little hurt, so let's go ahead and just grind out some enemies around the town so I don't get lost. And then we'll go stay at the inn, probably break the game. Ooh, a treasure. A hat that I already have, but you can sell all that stuff, which is good. Come on, where's the... Oh, God. Where's the bees or the dogs? The dogs that when they bark, they shoot bees out of their mouth. One of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons. I was like, why can't I find this stupid ass cobra? Now I feel like I done did it. I got lost. Sweet. So you gotta like find the towns just so you can re-get your bearings. Insert. 100% complete. Impulse. Unity is a fan-made project. Oh, of Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. Okay. With a ton of quality life improvements. Yeah, there's not like a... You don't have to consume food every day, but you have to have at least one... Actually, I don't know if you have to have one of each, but you have to have... If you have one food, one water, and you camp, it will, you know, it uses that, and then it gives you X amount of life. Which, the food is more expensive than, like, staying in the town, though. The town only costs, like, 2 gold. It is hard to find, though, if you don't... I don't remember where everything is, so... I just used my food and water, though, right there. See? That's how easy it is. So I guess it's no sense... There's no reason to even go in here. How about that? Alright, so this should have been that Darius town. I want to say let's head north. North it is. Okay, so I was going to say this should be over here. Is this the scorpion I talked about? Dude, so that spell is garbage and a waste of my time. So don't worry about spells, apparently. Oh, why did I do that? I'm so stupid. See, I'm having a slow morning. Let's head back. Already. Actually find the inn this time and find some items and all that stuff. Because in some really simulated style games, it would like consume food, or you would have issues if you're not, like especially like anything D&D based, you were required to actually eat and incorporate eating and stuff like that. It also has like a weight meter, so sometimes you would get fatigued if you were overweight and you would have to consume, you know, like food items and stuff. So they really put some stuff in older games that heavily used like food and water, and it was hard because certain guys could only carry so much, and it would get out of hand because you had to spend most of your time carrying food just to go on long journeys. I do have something to sell. I'll just sell those two. You have nothing. Get out of here, he says. Well, that's RPG is just role playing games. So you're role playing the you know you're the point of being an adventurer or whatever. So most early on games they heavily incorporated that. Yeah, that's why I think they did away with that more in later style games because a lot of stuff I played really early 90s, especially like this is a computer port. So anything that was on computer was like brutal. You used to have to do all sorts of uh like food related stuff. And it was just like certain foods would help either with like fatigue. Some of them you would just it would literally say I can't remember what game it was, but I think it's actual D&D, like Eye of the Beholder or something like that. You'll be running around and it will tell you that you're hungry or you're getting hungry, and I think that fatigues you, but then it'll eventually say that you're starving and it will hurt you like a couple points. So it's like if you don't continuously feed everybody, it could kill you eventually. Not wise enough. So if you go to the magician, you learned your magic. I'm the water based magic, so they'll give you, that's how you get your levels up. It reminds me of like Might and Magic on the Genesis, where you don't level up out in the field. You have to have X amount of experience and then you trade the experience for your level. Yeah, I mean this one doesn't. At least this one doesn't hurt you or anything. The food and water in this is just for camping, which I mean in a sense it does affect you heavily, because if you don't, like, I'm gonna buy some extra food because we're gonna go on a whole adventure into a cave. Um, and so you can see all the different items you can buy here. There's different magics. I do have some healing potions. I don't even exactly know what they do. I'll have to try some of those out. But then the whole bottom row here is just different quantities of food and water. So, damn, I feel like it's expensive. It is expensive here. But I'm not going to go to a different place, so I guess we're just going to eat the 10 gold. But anyways, we're going to buy some food. Oh, see, we were totally out. So 2 food, 2 water. That means I can camp 2 nights to regain health. Yeah, that was a lot of the experience, all these early dungeon crawl type things. That's part of the crawling. I don't know, it just made it so tedious because of all the different things that you would have to do in them. Like when I played Uncharted Waters, which is one of my favorites, I mean, you literally die. Like, you have to have, like, tons of food and water between sailing, or your men will instantly, like, perish and stuff like that. So, it's just... They felt it was more life. Like, I keep going to the same damn places. I feel like something gave me full life. Maybe just talking. Maybe the town guy gives you life too. I don't know. Alright, I think I'm ready to go then. Alright, back north one more time. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There was something where I just remember it being, especially when you're playing old computer stuff. Like I don't know if it was early Might and Magic or Baldur's Gate, or I honestly want to say it's like one of these Eye of the Beholder or something like that. Um, where I mean it's hard because every item you can pick up, so you're picking up like sticks and rocks and random things, but then it weighs you down and you can't move, and uh, the weight and stuff is the other. It was always an issue because I remember you load up pretty close to like max, but then there's spells that make you weaker, and then you wouldn't be able to move because you have too much weight on you and stuff like that. So I don't know, definitely interesting. But like we said, it's nice to not have to worry about it as much with all that's going on in some of these. All right, so this was pretty easy. We're here at our little temple. That was brutal, so I don't know if I'm strong enough to be in here. Well, that was super interesting. My NES got me there. Wow. It did not like that. Well, I guess that's one way to warm up. Luckily, we didn't do much, but kind of waste some of our stuff, so that was brutal right there. All sandbox survival, that is. You finished it. Yeah, I finished that. That's everything you kill kind of fast, but it's really about if how much it hurt you. And so I had 30 hit points, but he took me down to 5. And it just, resources are actually pretty expensive in this game. So we're gonna grind out like a level here is what we're gonna do. It's hard to tell too because I'm not familiar with playing some of these. So I can never tell if it's a game where it's meant to grind or something like that. Because you want to just keep progressing and go further and further, but the next thing you know, you're not strong enough. And a lot of games are built that way. Like I said, though, one of the worst things, even with the compass, it's like you get so turned around. Oh yeah, the game totally reset on me. Like it just, that was random too because it didn't freeze or it didn't do anything. It just reset to the title screen, which is usually never a good sign, but... scorpions. So basically when I'm doing like a grind session, you just kind of run around and fight. Whoa. I'm a little scared to be in this cave. What the fuck is that? I am not fighting... Oh, you know what? I do have to fight that guy. That's like the boss that I'm looking for, to be honest. I heard there was a demon in a cave, and nothing looks more demon-y than that thing. It's like a gargoyle or an imp style creature. So that was also somewhere around Dragon King's Cave. You know what? That was maybe that's south of where I was. I have not heard of any trade nights. That would be cool, though. It was so awesome. Me and Obs were able to make it to the last one, and we had a great time. And one of the cool things is I'd love to have one happen soon, because I actually have some stuff to sell and trade. Well, more or less sell, because I got to recoup some cash, but it was cool. I had a handful of good stuff last time and had a blast. Made some good sales, talked to a lot of people, and ended up that's the other reason I have, because I did trade a little more than I probably should have. But I was able to get like Fatal Frame on the Xbox, Curse on the Xbox, just some other cool kind of horror themed items and stuff. So and the drive was so leisurely. Alright, now we really do have to find the inn. Not wise enough. I think I gotta get to like 100 experience to get level 5. Out of my way. Out of my way. Oh, a demon lives in the spring. I feel like there was a demon in that cave. Interesting. See, this would where it would be helpful to be mapping out this, so I knew exactly like from which spot the different people were at. So there's your save. That's it saving. Is it goes gray like that, but for some reason that can mess with the NES, I feel. So the 2 gold gives you full hit points, and of course saves the game. Now we gotta find the inn, or not the inn, but the item shop guy. Cool. So it's pretty easy. You just gotta go from each building to each building, and you can find the 3 things that you need, pretty much. Okay, I kind of know where I'm at, so I should be able to get to this other town. We just gotta go east, pretty much. So I'm gonna not buy, because I can get food for 10 instead of 16, and that's a huge difference in a game of pennies. Oh, you son of a bitch. like that sound it makes. It scares me like I used a bunch of items that I shouldn't have. I know it'd be cool. I had like a little TV and I was playing some VHS stuff and had the availability to play some games if we wanted to. And I got there super early too and stayed late because I'm coming, it's like a 2-hour drive. And so, I wanted to get my maximum time out of it, ordered a pizza. It was a great time. So yeah, I'd let you know, man. It'd be fun to get together, play some games. If they have a strong enough connection, dude, we could do a thing. We could get wild. I used to always love, it's been a while since I've done any on location stuff, but I just stream off like a laptop anyways, so pretty much I've been able to do some cool on the go. Oh shit. I need to look in this book and see if it will tell me what the items are. I guess it just says they're all kind of different healing potions. I better pop one because I don't want to have to start over here. Boots, dude. I love a good pair of boots. The fuck is that? That's the temple. I don't really want to go there. They killed me. Fuck me. So the snakes must get tougher. Gosh darn it. So you don't want to do that. I really was just trying to get from point A to point B. I guess I gotta be a little bit more focused. Some real goodness. Oh, that's cool. Dude, I'd like to hear that. It'd be fun to, like I said, this has been the year of I've played a lot of stuff for the first time. And that's what I kind of meant. It made me feel like a kid again. Golden Axe Warrior was the perfect example because I felt like I was playing Zelda for the first time because I was playing such a close retro clone, but it was completely new. So it was like a whole adventure, figuring it out, and you're just like, wow. Games are great, man. It just goes to show you don't have to play something brand new. You could just play something that is new to you. Now I am lost in this forest. Cool. Made it to a town. Be sure to take plenty of food with you. See, it even tells you, like, don't forget to bring a towel. Good morning, RPG. What's happening, Mr. C? What's going on, dude? Dungeon Magic. We had a little reset issue. Oh my gosh, this is the first town, isn't it? No. We had a little reset issue. We had a little, death issue, so hopefully we can, figure this out. 12. That's not a bad price. Better than the 16. So we'll go ahead and food and water up a little bit. 24.48. I say we really go for it. Oh, I bet you I can save some money by buying. I should have bought the triple one or whatever. This one that's 17 probably give me 3. I can't tell if it's like if it's food or drink though, to be honest. I don't wish to buy anything. All right, let's check these boots out. Oh, I don't have those. I died. Okay, so nothing to check out. Getting the day started off right. I know, it was so fun going. We've been hot, you know, this morning or the beginning of this year. I've been able to really get some fun streams in. But Golden Axe Warrior, back to this, you know, playing through Hydelid. It's been a hell of a year so far. I think this is where I just was, right? Everything looks the same. Be strong. I will be strong. Alright, let's go fight some cobras that are chintzy. Alright, I'm saved up, I'm fooded up. You know what, let's go ahead and cast this spell. I know it takes a little... But it's one of the only spells they teach you in the game. I believe it's... Actually, now I gotta look. It's been a whole day. I can't remember. So the spells in this are very interesting because you get ruins or elements or whatever, and then it's combinations. So you can do up to like 3 or 4 combinations, and they all do different stuff. So already with just the water stuff, I can cast like 20 spells probably. But they do give you a couple. It's 2-1. So we want to go 2-1. And this will give us protection from physical attacks. So that will give us a little bit of defense. It does cost a small amount of health. I used that water attack magic, but it seemed like dirt. There was a stronger version of it, but So they are the same boots that I had. I don't know which one of these is better, the bracers or the gloves. You would think gloves would be... I like how the game calls, so parrying in this is just backing up. Oh, I made it all the way back to the castle. Cool. There's a lot of freaking snakes out here, man. It's like, how are there so many damn snakes on the damn plane? Nice. Legend of the Guy is awesome. It's kind of like Xenosaur. Sounds awesome. I know, that's awesome, man. I can't wait to check out more, dude. It's just cool to see all the different... Like I said, there's so many games, so little time. Triple boots, baby. Don't put it out with your boots. I'm gonna say I saw somebody else. Get him. I think this is my starting town. Looks like it. So this should be the armor. Look at that, Easy's learning. Oh, nice. Also, I have English translations. See, what's really cool is that is one thing that I would probably get into and like to use, like something like that, is to play certain like European titles, PAL, like, you know, Japanese translated releases and stuff like that. Because I've looked into it and there's some like really cool games that, being a physical North America collector, I'm who knows when I'll ever get, you know, some of the stuff is like you basically can't get, or even the stuff that you can get, it's tough. It's just not in the budget. Right, that is, it's, I mean, it's like bad and good, but I remember like when, you know, I was like sitting there and I'm like, man, I didn't want to get COVID or anything, but then I remember, even though it's like you get real sick and you can't do anything, that kind of sucks, but it's almost nice to have a little bit of time off if you have something to do. I mean, it's hard to do it how you exactly want to, but should be this one. Interesting. Maybe this isn't the town I thought it was. I know, I was trying to find the food vendor. This totally isn't. That was a different town. Maybe that was the town that had the good food. Now I'm interested to find the food vendor. Out of my way, little girl. There's the apprentice. I feel like he maybe gives you some life or something back. Well, oh, so maybe 12 was the good price on food. Let's check out this 17 to see what this is. So that's 3, so that's definitely like a good price. So perhaps that's the biggest amount of water you can buy, is you have to buy it that way. Unless maybe this is it. Kind of looks like a jug or something. What's up, jugs? For PC stuff, thinking about firing up Baldur's Gate 3. I've heard, I mean, I haven't heard, but I've seen some people playing it, and me and Mr. C were huge fans of the original Baldur's Gate on computer. I had the 6-disc set, and it was awesome. I'm actually pretty well, who knows? In hindsight, I guess it's probably a cooler trade, but I ended up getting a whole bunch of the D&D books and stuff. It wasn't like we purposely traded, but I had all these old D&D books and different things from that era, 1998 or whatever. So a whole stack of all the books to like play the old edition. But the guy, I let him borrow my 6-disc set folder Baldur's Gate, and I like never got it back. So not that I'd be able to go back and play it, because you like I can't play any of my old computer games without trying to make some sort of old computer that would actually, you know, go through with it. But oh, this is the first town. I'm pretty sure, because this is the one that looks like it has all the magic users. So I want to be on this. This should be the triple door, meaning this one should be the inn. And then this is the guy that I need, but I'm going to say that I need a couple more experience before I get in. Not wise enough. I like how it asks you, it's like pretty much like, do you want to level? And it's like, of course. And then it's like, ha ha ha, you can't, you suck. Tell you what though, my caffeine is low. It is almost time to refill this cup of Joe in a major way. home, baby. All that for one stinking piece of gold. Oh, I must be back close then. Now let's go get a couple more experience to try to knock it out. Nothing lurking outside the town? There we go. Dude, I'll check this out. That seems good. Get out of my way. Oh, that's really cool that it combined me. See, this was really off-putting. Funny story. Me and Mr. C played not wise enough, so I've got to be like really close. We played a lot of Baldur's Gate 1, and I remember, but the way we did it, it was because there was like a level cap originally until like the expansion or whatever came out. So we played through. And I think we had like 2 archers and some crazy character, and I remember even we killed Driz. We like saved the game and found him, and we fought him like 100 times until one time we like killed him and got all of his stuff. But anyways, we had a bunch of stuff and we went around, you know, exploding all the people and doing all the cool stuff, but we only had 3 characters. And then we maxed them out. They couldn't get any stronger. And then when we reached Baldur's Gate, you know, which was, I can't remember. Anyways, we reached a spot and we like needed a whole crew of 5 basically that was like higher level, and it didn't work out. And then we also didn't have the expansion to go. I think it was like once you got to a certain spot, it was like, oh, buy more stuff to get through here. And we were like, what? And then that ended up, you know, we probably switched to something else. But we definitely spent a lot of time playing that. Right? It was so funny once we found him. We were just like, oh, whoa, it's, you know, it's him. And I remember fighting him, and he like ran up and would like one hit explode like our characters, and we're like, oh, like this is gonna be tough. And then one time we just happened to get him right. Oh shit. I feel like I'm in the wrong town. Oh, I found the good town for food, though. And water. So if that's this town... we should be headed south. Oh yeah, see, that's what it was. I knew he had some sort of like crazy weapon unique to him. Oh, the memories. I can see it now, trying to camp in the middle of the forest and being attacked by kobolds all the time. Or what was the other one? What was the what was like the mountainy, bigger people? Were those kobolds? I can't remember. There was something that I just remember all the time. I'm like, it's... stop attacking me. Memories. Not wise enough. Calm them. You're killing me, Smalls. Give me a dang level so I can move on with my life. You are now level 5. So, I don't know how many so it was 125, it looked like. So it was like 15, 35, 55 or 60 or something like that. 70... 120. So yeah, it's going to be quite a bit. I would say probably at least like the 150 range. Yeah, that is easy to do. It's definitely easy to forget stuff in the games like that. So I haven't found any more items. I still have my potions. Have my spell loaded up. I have some food. I have some money. We should have full health. Almost worth just saving again, you know, always save type deal. Let's go check the prices. The prices on the weaponry seem to be the same across the land. So that's like a lot. Don't we have everything else? We have a shield. We have this. Oh, I don't have pants, but they don't have cheap pants. So 140, I guess, would be my mark. Oh, maybe I'm wearing machismo boots. Because the boots only sold for 8. So these might be better boots. I did just save, so maybe we should check that out. Yeah, they're different. They're different. I wish it would tell you what your status was, because it really doesn't tell you any status type stuff. Now we should be able to run around for a minute and just like clean up some XP and get some gold. I feel like this is the first time in the game we've really been set up to kind of wander around and quest. Fire of Serpent. I feel like that was definitely that other place. So I feel like this is the food place. So oh no, I'm back there. Wow, there's cobras like crazy. Why are there so many snakes on this plane? this has been a rockin' session right here. Potions. There's more potion in the ocean. If you catch my drift. Oh wait, I don't think that's right. How did I get so turned around? Oh, maybe that was the edge of the map. Let's play around in this forest a little bit. Town. Oh, I'm not quite there yet. There we go. Finding the crap out of these potions, though. Thanks for the streaming today. Has made my day a lot better. Awesome, man. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out this morning. Morning RPGs is just where, I mean, it's been such an awesome series. And so much fun playing. Oh my gosh. That thing killed me so fast. How? I'm so mad. Ah! That was the bummest deal in the history of bum deals. I killed like 60 creatures. Big F-bomb right there. F and A cotton. And just like that, all my potions, all my coolness. Oh, I didn't even buy my boots yet. Fuck me. Wah, wah. So, there you go. I was just thinking in my head, too, once I got to, like, 15, I'm like, I probably should have, obviously, I should have camped. Don't be afraid to camp, man. It's what the food's there for. That really hurt my feelings. Well, at least I kind of know what to do. Hopefully I get it in a good run like that again. F and A cotton. But why? What's today? Friday? You know, I got some errands to run in a little bit, but I think I'm gonna... Well, we'll see. We'll see what the time frame's like. I feel like actually I won't. Maybe I will. If I have some time later, dude, I keep thinking about Golden Axe Warrior, man. It's too cool. Too cool. I'd say that it's... Well, it's definitely shorter than this game, but this game isn't really long. I'm making it a lot longer, though, so... What is that, another mace? Dude, that sounds like something I can sell, though. For some buckies. It was 2-1, right? Yeah. Let's go! What's going on, zombie? Good morning to you. Yeah, this game has been an awesome play for the NES, though. I mean, it's definitely kind of unique and something worth getting into. Just remember, if you're watching me, to not do all the stuff I do. Learn from my mistakes. And anybody on a rewatch, hopefully you're getting some good information. I know the first stream of this actually was pretty popular, so I'm glad people are enjoying kind of seeing some of these unique style games, because I sure enjoy playing them, that's for sure. So I'm yet to see a lot of drops of stuff, but it could be different when we get into like one of these caves that we start going into. Maybe the creatures will actually drop items, or at least, you know, there's like some boss style guys that we've ran across, so hopefully they kind of drop. Dude, I wonder what made me take so much damage, dude. I feel like all of a sudden I'm one hitting everyday cobras, and then I found like the Cobra Commander, and he came and racked me. Of course, the other thing too is a lot of these style games have like a very, you know, there's like crits and stuff, and it's all uncontrollable dice rolls. So you could just miss a bunch of times in a row, and then they hit you for obviously like 15 points of damage. But like I said, dude, maybe I just need more caffeine. A little bit more. Let's go get caffeinated. Let's take two. Oh yeah, that's hot. It's so hot. It's so hot. Oh, 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 it's dungeon magic. You know. Da 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 da. It was really cool finding that mace, because I feel like that's actually going to sell for a few doll hairs. Dude, caffeine is where it at. I mean, that's the good and bad thing about these morning RPG streams is the wife... Don't die. We get up really early. You know, me and the wife get up at like 4:30 a.m., you know, so we're rocking and rolling. 5. By 5 o'clock and all that, and so it gets me a time, but man, do I go through the coffee. We make like 2 or 3 pots between the two of us. And you know, it's just that cold season, you're playing these sometimes grindy games, and it just turns into like a coffee fest. Wrong guy. So what I'm guessing is that when you find, I think it said something like when you find a certain item, you but when you find a certain item, oh shit, I should have bought this one again. It gives you the power to learn a new element, so then you can mix like the fire and water, because right now I only have the one set of elements, so I don't know if that's like how it is, or if eventually that will change. So I'm feeling really, really nice. Body armors. Nice. See, and that's the other thing too, is I used to like love them, and I still have like you know, Red Bulls and things like that, but I got real bad. I was drinking like the real heavy caffeine drinks, and it was, you know, it wasn't working out for me, so I ended up taking a long hiatus from some of that stuff, and but I switched to where it wasn't so much the caffeine, it was just the way that, you know, it's just the way the whole energy drink thing is. So I switched to just coffee. So basically, on top of everything, that's been like my huge vice. So we pile on tons and tons and tons of coffee sometimes. I don't know if it's necessarily a good or bad thing, but yeah, I still definitely enjoy some of the you know, different energy drinks and things like that, or not even so much energy drinks, but like the energy water. You know, they have a lot of like kind of lower caffeinated hydration drinks and stuff, and I think some of that stuff's pretty cool. I guess let's go south really far and see what happens. Maybe there's some cool... Because I feel like there's random chests all over the world. Wow, that's a lot of freaking scorpions. Rock me like a hurricane. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. See, I like a really like low. There's something else that I really like that was kind of, it's like low end, because the energy drinks, like, they were getting crazy. 350 milligram shots of Rockstar and stuff. It was like, whoa, baby. What the fuck is that? I drink fairly black. Black coffee, a little tiny bit of half and half, and you know, little sweetener. Basically, what I do is I make my first one. I don't know what this is. And then I just keep filling it up with black, and basically it just gets darker and darker throughout. Damn it. And see, I didn't switch it off of my camping tent, so I just spam used all my food. And that'll really take the questing out of you. So now I gotta find a town. Here's one. But which town? People here believe in fairies. Be sure to take plenty of food and water. I don't know what town this is. You know it, dude. The Irish coffee. I am Irish, you know. Jamming in Irish. It ain't no fun if your coffee ain't got none. So at least I didn't die. I have some stuff. I can go back to my little grind. The grinding quest. I mean, it wasn't the worst. I think I only spam used one additional set of food that I really shouldn't have, but when you're trying to manage some questing, every food matters. I don't know what this is. Are those better gloves? No. They are the same. Always kind of nice to switch on a new pair, though. I really want to save sometime soon and start going into some of these caves. What's a good dungeon crawl without some spelunking? Town. So we want town search time. Where'd that guy go? Nice. Nice. Oh, sweet, dude. This is the right place to be. Little sale action. Hurry up and sell. Is that little grave? What is? Oh, that's way down there. Warrior Hill. That's like the almost the bottom of the map. All right, so we'll make our way up north, a little bit east. So I think that's this town. I should probably go in here though. I'm too scared. One-shotting mobs. I feel like you kind of one-shot a lot of stuff in this, but vice versa. It can... It's like everything seems really easy, and then all of a sudden, like, dead. So somehow... Cheap food town. So I kind of know my bearings now. So it should be south. Mostly just south. And a little tiny bit east. How did I find this temple? That was like, I don't even know if this might be a whole different town. Pricey, no? So what did I say I was after? These for 140. I do have something to sell. Can you port with wind magic? You might be able to. The combinations of spells in this game are pretty awesome. So let's try to see what kind of town we are. North of this town is water. Dude, did I make it all the way down here? Nice, I think I found my bread and butter. No, not yet. Yeah, this should be my town though. Okay, here we go. They sure frickin' have, dude. With some to spare, baby. Get out of my way. Honestly, just because our lack of knowledge on this game, I say we go grind out a little bit more and try to buy those pants. And then get enough to get some food. So basically we're on money. Money detail right now. Money detail, then we'll go get some food from the food place. If so be it, because it seems like we're mobbing pretty good on fighting and stuff like that. So it would be cool to get another level, and then we'll get into that. Where are we at for time? Wow, we've been going for a minute. But yeah, we'll probably go for a little bit longer. Try to grind out like another level, get some more items. I would like to explore one of these little caves, though. God, it's like I want to go in right now, but I'm too scared. I'm too scared without my pants. See, this is kind of a nice section of the game because I feel like we're strong enough to grind. Like, it's really tough in a game that takes a little bit of grinding when ultimately you can only kill, like, 2 guys at a time and you have to go back to town and manage everything. Like, this one we can kind of run through and really smash. Get him. This thing is blasting me. Ah, dude. What a waste. Actually, I have been wanting to know if you can just... Oh, maybe I'll try it out in a second. So many cobras. You need shoes! This is not far from Granville. This has got to be that bell town. So there are random people that will tell you something different, but not many. How close are we? I forget how much these pants were. 140, so we're almost to Pantland. Which is about the next affordable thing that we can get. Been zoning out. Hey, no worries, man. Whatever it takes to get through the day, brother. I just appreciate you being here, chiming in when you do. That's cool, man. Such a big hit. They should let me stay at this town for free, to be honest. Get out of my way. It's always something with me. That's actually pretty cool because that will sell for some cashola. I knew this was a way I hadn't really been. I feel like I hadn't gone left from Grands, or east. Oh, I must have found this Creme de la Cave. So if I go north, there should be like a little town up here. There she be. To find this place, you must use sky magic. I disagree. I feel like I found it just without it. Don't understand what that necessarily means, though. This must be the maze? I'm scared as crap. I knew that I had the spell to open doors, but did you see that? That was like a white werewolf. That's something I wanted to get into. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I'm so startled. I'm so startled right now. Alright. I do have something to sell. Yes. Dude, are you saying that I have been wearing the wrong pants or something the whole time? Oh no, I think I found pants that were like better than my pants or something weird. But 10 gold, that's some machismo stuff. Alright, dude, we're saved up. So it's time to go do the spelunking that I feel we were talking about. But that means we need a little bit more food. We have a good amount of potions because we haven't used many. Alright, so here's the castle. Just north of the castle, maybe a couple of clicks here. There it is. So here's the town. Oh, they are the one that say we're not far from Granville. So I was here earlier, and I screwed that up. That's all you gotta say? I guess I should go back to this other little town first. There we go, baby. Screw it. Alright, let's go adventure. Let's go find our way to this Darius town. Which should be westish. What's happening, Aladdin? I've played this game on the emulator less than a month ago, and out of nowhere, YouTube suggested on the stream. Oh, dude, awesome! I'm glad you could stop by. This is a fun little port on the NES, so I'm glad it really doesn't have all that much information, and this is definitely my first time ever getting down on it. Dude, love the name, man. So glad you're here. The Spring of Sarah. I don't know where this is. I'm using my machismo map. So I'm pretty sure just the same characters give you the same information per town. I feel like there's somebody I gotta like take out. I gotta take them out. But cheers and good morning to you as well. This is our morning RPG series, so we're pounding lots of coffee and playing RPGs across all the platforms. So. I actually do have pretty good amounts of food and water. Where is the inn? Alright, as soon as we save, we're going to head up north and tackle some of these, or we're going to go into some sort of cave and spelunk a little bit. Not wise enough. So, I did remember that this place also has the additional guy that can train you. One of these has got to be the innkeeper, right? There she is. Well, we are about as set up as we could be. Coincidence? I think not. So what did you say? I played this game on an emulator. What emulator service type thing do you use? I never really used a ton of like emulators. I'm not even sure. I'm not even fully sure how they work, to be honest. But it's cool. I'm glad just people have the availability to play some of these cool ports. Yeah, this one has been exactly same feeling. Last year I started a segment because I really, we just played a bunch of random retro games and stuff, which is awesome. I really wanted to play RPGs, but it was hard to kind of get it stream-wise. So we ended up starting this morning RPG series, which has been incredible. And kind of the same theory, yeah. I went back last year. I think we beat like 9 or 10 cool RPGs, all the way from like Dragon Warrior 1, Shining Force 2, Lunar, even Kingdom Hearts 1 at the end of the year. So we kind of were all over, and it's been super fun. But yeah, going back on certain ones I've played already this year, Hydlid on NES, which is just like a quick little grind, and then something like this. Once you get the experience down, like I really want to play through Shining in the Darkness on the Genesis, but it's like I know that it's gonna be a dungeon crawl in every aspect of the way. So But yeah, they're really interesting, and it's fun. Nice, so I can fight these guys now. I have no idea. I've never been in here. I feel like I got to be a little careful. I can't tell if these guys are giving me more experience. Same old machismo helmet. Dude, I'm not going to remember how to get out of here. You think that was it? Or is this a different area? I think that was it. Alright. So let's go a different direction in here and see what else we got to offer. Oh, so there's obviously 4 ways to enter. Got it. So I'm probably looking for something in the center of this bad boy. You think those are the same gloves? Yeah, they sure are. It's very hard for me to find old consoles, especially games. Yeah, luckily, uh-oh. Yeah, luckily, you know, we had a decent collection starting, and then of course you can see lots of stuff all over the room, lots of games. But it was cool because, you know, we had some stuff, but yeah, it gets hard because I keep looking up games that I do want to play. Like, I'd love to play Shining Force 3 on the Saturn. Who knows when I'll be able to get that. You know, just other games, even cheaper games. It's just hard to buy every $40 to $100 RPG. Yesterday I started, not in a morning series, but started playing Golden Axe Warrior on the Sega Master System, and that game is pretty incredible. I'm scared. I'm going deeper into a dungeon. This seems shaky. And deeper. Deeper. Holy crap. Who was that? How come he didn't give me something way cooler? All for, I mean, I guess just the experience of the fight, but... Oh, there's lots of frickin' doors here. I'm running out of food, too. It's getting dicey. This might have been where I came in, though. So I saw like multiple doors. Okay, this must have been the one I was already in. Yeah, any game that when you read the instruction booklet, it tells you you should have graph paper, you know is going to be a little bit of a grind, probably. I think I wasn't on fight that whole time. That sucks. I thought that it auto-switched from that, but I was completely wrong. This is what I've been looking for, my... It was just a potion? Come on, dude. I wanted something badass. So I think I came in this one, so this might also be a door. Shit, what the hell is that? I wonder how long this spell of darkness lasts. Wow, I made it out. I mean, that was pretty cool on, like, experience and all that stuff, but I don't know if there was something else I was supposed to find in there. Like, the direction in this game is pretty poor. I don't know if those are just dungeons for the heck of it. I love about old RPGs is the need for a notebook and pencil. I know it's super important to have one. Like I said, it really cracks me up that in the instruction booklet, it's like helpful hints. Do this, and then one of them's just like, you know, make sure you have paper and graph paper and stuff. And I'm like, that's wild. Yeah, I've heard that Chrono Trigger is actually a game that I feel is attainable for me. And I've been wanting to try to pick it up this year. A lot of recommendations to play it, but I have heard that about the timelines and different things that basically outcomes. Oh shit. I ain't dying today, baby. So what for? It must be in this forest over here. I'm definitely in this forest, so I don't know what this does. Or why there's a little sword icon inside of this forest. Or like a surprise boss somewhere? What's happening, James? I know he loves his Chrono Trigger. I know James is who I'm really tracking it down. There's a couple people who wanted me to play it, but I feel like him in general is oh, maybe I can do this. No. He's one I've been trying to track it down for. But yeah, it's funny you talk about the envy of a first play, because I just kind of brought that up where you could play, you know, you play like new games and stuff, you get the new game feeling. But there's so many games that we miss, especially when it comes to RPGs. There's so many RPGs, so little time. And as kids, as growing up, or even whatever time frame, it's hard to play them all. You know, PS1, Genesis, NES. It's like you play Zelda, Dragon Warrior, and Staples, Breath of Fire. You play all these other games, so you miss certain ones. And when you finally get to go back and play it for the first time, it's like a masterpiece sometimes. And I can't stress it enough with this Golden Axe Warrior on the Masters that I played yesterday. Started it up. This is basically a 1990 version of Zelda, the like original Zelda, but with just some different lore and some different like polished, you know, mechanics and stuff. It was like I felt like I literally was playing Zelda for the first time, and it was just such a cool experience. So it's not that one. Can I? So you can camp with just one item and get a little bit of stuff. So maybe you have to have a certain thing to interact with that little crystal deal. Very interesting. Yeah. The time is such a factor when it comes to like an RPG, especially when you don't know, because even if you look and you're like, nah, it's not that bad, 25, 30 hours or something. If you've never played it before, that makes it 35, 40 hours. If you're streaming it, you're talking, you're doing this stuff, it makes like 50 hours and all, it gets up there quick. Well, let's go. So we're at this temple. Let's go south of here. There should be some water. That was probably this. Oh, see, I feel like there should be something around here, I feel. No, now I'm just back at this town. Ooh, what's this crater hole thing, though? Alright, let's go into this town and then save. When I was young, I had time to play, but no money. But exactly, it's kind of the reverse effect. You only got to pick, one RPG at a time. We came from the day you don't really have a ton of review. You don't have a ton. There's no internet. And so you go to the rental store or you go to Toys R Us or wherever you got games from, and not wise enough. And then you're kind of like stuck with that game. And even if you hate it or like it, I remember we spent hours and hours and hours getting nowhere but playing like Might and Magic on the Genesis. Or games where it's like you don't have the manual and you have no idea what you're really doing, so you just play the basic version of it, trying to get as far as you can. And by the time you grow up and have the money, you're like, oh dude, that was cool, I'd love to go back and play that. But then you're like, I can only play a couple hours a day. It's not like I remember me and Mr. C, the other guy on the channel here, we had Ogre Battle, which I do want to go back and revisit on the PlayStation 1. And we were playing it like 8-9 hours a day, probably, staying up late. I remember we tried to break the game. We like set a little thing I made in woodshop on the button so it would continuously like keep the day cycle going, and we just went to bed and woke up and had like unlimited money. But ultimately the game crippled us because we passed too much time. And it made everybody else super strong, so it was not the way to go. But, it's just the little things you get into and try when you're younger. So mad. Well, there's that, and that's why emulators also can be better. So I feel like I just lost all of that dungeon run there, so... But oh my gosh, let's see where we're actually at. I'm so upset right now. Blimey, man, that was like a hard one too. The game just totally like fried out on me. At least give me some life. Is dungeon magic too much? OMG. Well, we were here. We're almost 3 hours in anyways. We're getting some dropped frames. For some reason we're having a big spike issue here. I'm going to have to check into that. Ouch, right? But we got to see it. I'll make that up. I'll make it up. And I'll find a little bit of direction, but oh my gosh, that's a real frustrator one right there. But thanks guys, thanks for popping in, and Aladdin, James, all the new faces, Steve, dude, for being here today. That was awesome. Mr. C, Zombie, of course, Jolly Jolly, and all the other people who stopped in, rewatch this. When you get a chance, if you're watching this, I know Dungeon Magic has been popular. We had a little snafu. I don't know how much of that I'll have to redo, but we kind of got the idea of going into dungeons, doing that deal. We're going to keep learning this game and progressing through. We got a couple more streams to try to make something happen. And then we'll be on to Virtual Hide Lid for the Sega Saturn. And in February, we'll be doing Final Fantasy III on the SNES. And then March, we'll be back to Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PlayStation 2. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. In the meantime, if you get a chance and it pops up, look for Golden Axe Warrior streams, because it's an awesome game, and it should probably only take another stream or two to finish that one up. But you guys are awesome. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. It's Friday, right? Have a good one. Get out there, do something fun. Keep it real. Stay safe, all that good stuff. If you're looking for some of our other videos, like, comment, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff coming out. But, I'm not good with setting the schedules, so you just gotta pay attention, right? See ya. All right, guys, as always, take it easy. And we'll see you soon. Maybe later today, right? On Brothers Forge Gaming.